Welcome back to Practical PyTorch. In this video, you'll see how pooling makes a feature map smaller on purpose, while keeping a summary of each patch. We'll look at max pooling, average pooling, and the shrink and grow pattern that runs through most convolutional networks. Pooling makes the map smaller on purpose. This bright frame is the window. It is a 2x2 block that slides across the map with no overlap. Each window keeps one number, and that one number is written to the output. This is max pooling. Because the windows never overlap, a 4x4 map becomes a 2x2. This video has 3 parts. First, max pooling, keep the biggest number in each window. Second, average pooling, and a stride-to convolution as another way to have the map. Third, the pattern that runs through most convolutional networks, shrink the space and grow the channels. First, max pooling. Max pooling lays a 2x2 window on the map. The window covers 4 numbers in this block. It keeps the largest of the 4 and drops the other 3. That one number is written to the first output cell. The window then jumps 2 cells, so the windows never overlap, and a 4x4 becomes a 2x2. The window covers 2, 3, 1, and 4. The biggest is 4. So 4 is written out, and the other 3 are dropped. Max pooling keeps one number and drops the rest. Move the window 2 cells to the right. Now it covers 1, 9, 8, and 2. The biggest is 9. Write 9 in the second cell. The window moved 2, so it did not overlap the first block. Drop down to the bottom left block, 3, 1, 5, 2. The biggest is 5. Write 5. The rule is the same every time, the largest survives. The last block holds 2, 1, 0, 3. The biggest is 3. Write 3 in the last cell. Now the output is full, 4, 9, 5, 3. A 4x4 became a 2x2, and the biggest number from each block is what remained. One layer does the whole walk. Kernel size 2 sets the 2x2 window, and stride 2 makes the windows non-overlapping. The result matches the grid we filled by hand, 4 and 9 on top, 5 and 3 below, the biggest in each quadrant. F.max pool 2D is the same operation. Second, average pooling, and another way to have the map. Average pooling uses the same window, but a different rule. It keeps the mean of the 4 numbers, not the largest. Top left, 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4 is 10. 10 over 4 is 2.5. Write 2.5. Average uses all 4 numbers, not just the biggest. The same patch, averaged. F.avg pool 2D takes the mean of each quadrant. The results are 2.5 and 5 on top, 2.75 and 1.5 below. Torch prints these with extra decimal places, but they are the same numbers the figure showed. Same patch, 2 answers. Max pooling gives 4, 9, 5, 3, the strongest value in each block. Average pooling gives 2.5, 5, 2.75, 1.5, the mean of each block. So max keeps the strongest value, and average keeps the mean. Max is the common default for classification, because the next layer only needs to know whether a feature is present. Neither one is simply better. Another way to have the map is a stride-to convolution. Max pool takes the input to 16 by 16. The stride-to con reaches the same 16 by 16 shape. But look at the cost. The conv has 584 parameters. Both turn 32 into 16. Pooling adds 0 parameters and its rule is fixed. Training never changes it. The Stri2 conv learns its 584 parameters. Same shape, different cost. Third, the pattern that shapes most convolutional networks: shrink space, grow channels. A common pattern repeats a conv pool block. Each block halves the height and width and doubles the depth, the number of channels. Start here a 32 by 32 map with 16 channels, big and shallow. One conv pool block does both jobs. The conv grows 16 channels to 32, and padding keeps the size. Then the pool halves the map. The result is a smaller map with more channels. 16 by 16 now, with 32 channels. Another conv pool block. The conv grows 32 channels to 64, then the pool halves the map again. The map is now tiny and deep. 8 by 8 with 64 channels, a few numbers that stand for a large part of the image. Two blocks run in order. We start with 16 channels at 32 by 32. After the first block, 32 channels at 16 by 16. After the second block, 64 channels at 8 by 8. Space goes down, depth goes up exactly as drawn. Each 2 by 2 pool halves the map: 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. You cannot pool forever. Pool too early, before the network has learned useful features, and you throw away spatial detail the deeper layers needed. Shrink and grow is a budget you spend, not a reflex. Let's review. Max pooling keeps the biggest number in each window. Average pooling keeps the mean, and a Stri2 conv halves the map with learnable parameters. The convolutional pattern is shrink space, grow channels, and each halving also widens what a later neuron can see. Next, we build a CNN. Your turn. A 2 by 2 window covers 1732. What does max pooling write out? And what does average pooling write? Pause and work it out. Okay, here it is. Max keeps the biggest, so max is 7. For the average, 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 is 13. 13 over 4 is 3.25. Max keeps the strongest evidence and drops where it was. Average keeps a summary of all 4. That is pooling. Now we have all the pieces: conv, activation, pool, repeat, then a classifier on the end. In the next video, we stack them into a working CNN. See you there.